So welcome back to the Dadskillz channel, and today, something a little bit different. We're in the office today, and I thought I'd take this opportunity, as I've not got a lot going on physically car-wise. I'm going to talk about my pet peeves when it comes to driving, and some of them may be a little bit controversial. Yeah, so welcome back to the Dadskillz car channel. We're in the office today. We're sat down. We're not lifting screwdrivers or turning spanners today. Let's get into pet peeves. The first one. People parking with their wheels out like that. So it's increasing the width of the car by about a foot. This is annoying. Now, sometimes that's absolutely fine. If you're, say, parked on a hill and you want to turn your wheel slightly, so if your handbrake goes, you roll back into the curb, no problem. If you're stricken by the side of the road and the AA man has been called and you turn your wheel, it's advised to turn your wheel so that if someone hits you from behind, your car goes up the verge instead of into the oncoming traffic. Perfect. But in everyday usage, especially down these little terrace streets down where I live, people who park with their wheels out when they've just backed in and not bothered to correct their wheel, very annoying because it takes up a lot of space. Next, on my list of pet peeves, this one really gets my goat. It's people who slow down when they're on a slip road coming onto a dual carriageway or a motorway. This is highly annoying. The common sense thing to do is speed up and match your speed to the cars already on the road. And then you can gauge the distance, and then you can either drop back and just slot in or pull forward and go in front. Very simple. The most annoying thing is when someone is on the slip road and they slow down and then they stop. That's the worst thing ever, because you then got to wait behind them for them to find a gap and accelerate away, and then they invariably don't accelerate away. So then all the cars that come up behind them have to slow down, and it could cause all number of problems, couldn't it? Very annoying. My next pet peeve. Massive cars driven by one person. Now, I can understand that it's a show thing. It's a showy car. It's a showy person. But cars just seem to have got incredibly big recently. Great big Land Rovers and the electric cars are becoming wider and wider. It's just crazy. Just drive a normal car. Why do you need a massive car that gets in the way? Especially when you live down country roads that are just about big enough for two to pass each other, let alone something bonkers driving down there. So last on my list, motoring pet peeves. This is controversial because on the face of it, this seems like people are trying to be nice and giving way. But I think it's the wrong thing to do. So let me give you an example. There's a standard road, cars going either way, and on my side of the road, there's a turn left. So it's our right of way, just keep going backwards and forwards. Now, a car, this is a real life example. A car, two cars in front of me, stops to let the car turn right from the lane coming towards us and turn up the road. Now, this isn't the Antipodes. We're not in New Zealand where you have to give way to someone turning right in front of you. So they stop there, and then none of us are expecting it, but we've all kept our distance, haven't we? So we stop, and luckily there's nothing behind me. Because if you get someone that's not concentrating and that person has stopped, then they obviously weren't looking in their mirror to see what was happening behind. So they've now let this person across, but it's not as simple as that, because they shouldn't have done it anyway. But there's cars behind this car that's already gone, and now we're in this weird situation where this person is flashing the next car to go. No one quite knows what's going on, and then by this person flashing here, the person turning out of this road thinks they can go, and it all gets a bit messy. Just go. Just carry on with what you're doing, and everyone else can wait until there's a space. Very annoying. I see it a lot, and on the odd occasion I've done it myself, and it's always caused a hassle, more hassle than it's worth. So very annoying. Let me know what you think about that. So that's probably enough moaning for one video. But I would be interested. Let me know your pet peeves down below in the comments. especially if I've not mentioned them. I'm sure there are plenty more. During the video, you will have seen pictures of cars, past and present, that have been featured on this channel. If that's piqued your interest, be sure to check out those videos and playlists of those vehicles on the channel somewhere. I'm sure you know how to use YouTube by now. But until the next time, where I'm sure we'll be doing some proper work on cars rather than just chatting, I'll see you again. Goodbye.